Hey guys, I'm Mark, and I want to share a wild story with you about my time in the Philippines. It's a story that started off as a dream but quickly turned into something I never expected. Back in late 2021, I made the decision to leave California and move to Manila. I was tired of the same old routine and wanted new experiences and maybe even start a new life. I'd been considering retiring in the Philippines for a while and had my eye on renting a condo near Cebu City. But Manila felt like the perfect place for a fresh start, full of energy, and an entirely new way of life to explore. But little did I know how much my life was about to change. It all began when I met Lucy. She was this stunning and tall 23-year-old Filipina girl working at a small food cart. I remember stopping there for lunch one afternoon, hungry and tired from wandering around the city. When I first saw her smile, it lit up the entire space. Lucy had this friendly and bubbly personality that drew me in instantly. She was beautiful with her long, silky black hair, warm eyes, and her easygoing personality made her stand out. I felt lucky that she was the one serving me instead of the older man working alongside her. I never imagined that what started as a simple meal would lead to a life-changing relationship. We struck up a conversation, and before I knew it, an hour had passed. We talked about everything: her life, my plans, and the things we both liked. There was something about Lucy that made me feel comfortable, like I could open up to her. By the time I finished my meal, I found myself asking her out on a date. Honestly, I didn't expect her to say yes, but she did, and we went to dinner the next night. From that point on, Lucy and I were practically inseparable. We explored Manila together, trying out local restaurants and enjoying the nightlife in Makati. Every day felt like an adventure, and she brought a kind of joy to my life that I hadn't felt in a long time. Having been divorced for a few years, I was tired of the dating scene back in California. It felt like a lot of the women I met there were always playing games. But with Lucy, everything seemed simple and genuine. However, things got more complicated when Chris came into the picture. Chris was Lucy's best friend, and she was around more often than I expected. At first, I thought it was just normal. They were close friends, so of course they'd want to hang out often. Chris was 24, and like Lucy, she was a beautiful girl and full of energy. But there was something about their friendship that seemed different. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but their bond was deeper than just casual friends. Chris often joined us on our outings, and soon enough, she became part of our daily lives. And I really didn't mind. In fact, I enjoyed Chris's company. She was fun, easy to talk to, and she made things between all three of us interesting. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was going on beneath the surface. A few months into my relationship with Lucy, I decided it was time to take things to the next level. I asked her to move in with me. I figured it was the right step, and I really wanted to deepen our connection. She said yes, and we moved into an apartment together. For a while, life felt perfect. We spent our days discovering new places in and around Manila, having breakfast on the balcony in the mornings, and making plans for the future. Chris was still a regular part of our lives. She would visit us often, sometimes staying the night on our couch if it got too late. It was nice to have her around, and I thought we'd found a good balance. Then one day, Lucy dropped a bombshell that turned my world upside down. She seemed nervous and almost scared when she told me she needed to talk. I'll never forget the look on her face when she finally shared her secret. She said that her and Chris had been in a romantic relationship before she met me. I was completely stunned. Lucy explained that she was attracted to both men and women, and that she had been with Chris for 6 months before I entered the picture. Their bond wasn't just a friendship. They had real feelings for each other. She explained that Chris was also attracted to both men and women, and they had even talked about the possibility of finding a man who would want to be in a relationship with both of them at the same time. I didn't know what to say. Part of me was shocked, But another part of me, the curious part, was intrigued. Lucy then hit me with another surprise. She asked if I'd be open to being in a relationship with both her and Chris. It was like something out of a movie.
Hey guys, I would like to take a moment to thank Mark for sharing his story with us. If any of you guys have a story you would like to share about your relationship with a Filipina woman, please let me know in the comment section. Also, please do me a big favor and hit the like button to support our channel. Now, let's get back to Mark's story.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Most guys would never imagine being asked something like that, and here it was, happening to me. I didn't give her an answer right away. I needed time to process it, to figure out how I felt. But I'd be lying if I said the idea didn't tempt me. I'd always found Chris attractive, and the thought of being in a relationship with two women at the same time seemed like an adventure. It was something that seemed so exciting to me. After a few days of thinking it over, I decided to go for it. Life is short, and you need to make the best of it. I had nothing to lose, and I wanted to see where this wild journey would take me. So, I agreed to try it out. At first, things were incredible. The three of us got along great. We'd spend nights together, watching movies, cuddling on the couch, and the passion between us was undeniable. It felt like I had hit the jackpot. I had two amazing women who genuinely cared for me and for each other. I just couldn't believe my luck. But as time passed, I started to realize just how difficult it was to maintain a relationship with two women at the same time. Managing the attention between Lucy and Chris became a juggling act. Even though we all shared the same bed together at night, both of them wanted one-on-one time with me. I tried to give them equal attention, but it wasn't easy. I found myself sneaking a few moments with one of them when the other wasn't home, trying to keep things fair, but it was exhausting. Many men dream of being with two ladies at the same time, but you can't foresee all the problems that can occur in a threesome relationship. Things can get out of hand. Soon, jealousy started creeping in, especially from Lucy. She began to feel like Chris was getting too close to me, and the attention Chris gave me didn't sit well with her. On the flip side, Lucy also wanted more time with Chris, but it was clear that Chris was starting to compete with her for my affection. The argument started, and what was once a fun and exciting relationship turned into a constant battle. Lucy and Chris fought almost every day, and I was always in the middle, trying to calm them down. Lucy eventually moved Chris out of the bed and onto the couch, and I could feel the tension rising. Filipina women can be very jealous and competitive when it comes to relationships. Despite all of this, I still cared about both of them. I didn't want to lose what we had, even though it was becoming harder and harder to balance. Then, the day came when Lucy gave me an ultimatum. She told me I had to choose between her or Chris. She couldn't take it anymore, and neither could Chris. I was really torn. I cared about both of them, but Lucy was pushing me to make a decision. To complicate things further, Chris pulled me aside and promised that if I chose her, she would marry me and give me children, something that Lucy couldn't do. That really hit home for me. I'd always wanted to be a father, and Chris's offer sounded tempting. But before I could even think about what to do, Lucy came home one evening in a rage. She started throwing my clothes out of the window, and when I tried to stop her, she slapped me across the face. That was the breaking point for me. I knew then that I couldn't keep going on like this. I told Lucy it was over, that she had to move out, and that I was done with both of them. Chris came home later that night, and I told her the same thing. We argued for hours, but in the end, both Lucy and Chris packed their things and left the next day. It was a relief, but also heartbreaking. What started out as a dream and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity had turned into a complete disaster. Looking back, I realize I made a huge mistake. Being in a relationship with two women at the same time might sound fun, but it's not worth it. The jealousy, the competition, and the constant stress will really take a toll on you. If you ever find yourself in a situation like this, take my advice. Don't do it. Someone always ends up getting hurt, and relationships like that rarely work out. If you dream of having a threesome with two women, just make it a one-night stand type of thing. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've ever experienced something similar or have any thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments.
Hey guys, thank you for watching today. I would like to thank Mark for sharing his story with us. If any of you guys have a story you would like to share, please let me know in the comment section. Also, please don't forget to hit the like button to support our channel, and please subscribe for more of our future videos as well. Until next time, take care, and I hope to see all of you again soon.